Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm Brandon Atlanta Man Bain, coming to you live, Texaco, Illinois, man. Nowhere near Coach's Corner today. Up here in Illinois for a family reunion, having a good time as always, man. Great folks. But like I say, make a commitment, man. Here we are, another episode of Rubbing and Grubbing, coming to you a little bit earlier than the norm, man. But at the end of the day, hey, we're getting this in and getting it done. So as you guys always know, if you watch the show, man, it's time for the word of the day. No idea what the word of the day was last week. Hadn't had a second out of the fun that I'm having up here, man, to go and catch it and watch it, rewatch it. But whatever it was, if you played along, I'm sure it was a great time. So the way we play, man, is pretty much Lawrence, my producer, is going to throw up a word above my head today. Whatever that word is, man, you're going to go ahead, take a sip of your favorite adult beverage, alcohol, whatever it may be, shots, doesn't matter, man. And like I said, age appropriate as well. Kids can play along, man. If you got some soda, if you got a Red Bull, whatever it may be, play right along, man. Get jacked up, cranked up, give your parents hell, man. That's what it's all about. But got a lot to cover today. A lot of stuff happening in NASCAR, man. Great race last weekend to cover. Looking forward to the best races of the year, and that is always when we come live from Atlanta Motor Speedway, Hot Atlanta, as I like to call it, man. So we got a lot to talk about. But the word of the day is going to be something up here, man. I have no idea. Lawrence is going to throw it up there. Like I said, every time I say that word, take a big sip, man. But moving right along, getting into straight NASCAR news, man. Hey, how about that boy? You see all my Georgia stuff I got on right now, man? How about that Georgia boy, Chase Elliott, bringing home that win there at the road course last weekend, man? What an amazing performance by him. We're going to get a little bit more into that deeper in the show, man. But, hey, got to go ahead. That is breaking news right there, man. Chase Elliott absolutely killing it. Biggest news to me as we're heading into this weekend right here, getting ready for the Quaker State 400 there at Atlanta, man. Atlanta, after this race, is going to reconfigure and repave, man. Big news out there. We're going from 24 degree up to 28 degrees, making it the steepest intermediate track on the circuit, man. Most banking, new surface, shrinking down the width of the turns from 50 feet to 40 feet. It is going to get real next March in Atlanta, and I cannot wait until Atlanta, man, is back there to give it hell, bro. I'm telling you, man, that is my jam. Loved it. As we're sitting, man, like I said, Atlanta is the oldest surface that we're racing on right now in NASCAR. Not the oldest track, but the actual racing surface is the oldest. It hasn't been repaved there since 96, reconfigured as well. So like we say, next generation racetrack for the new next gen car that's coming out. Got to keep an eye on it, man, but that is big news to me, and I am already super stoked, man. So as you guys all know, like I said, I'm on a family reunion up here in Illinois, man. Atlanta, man, is not going to make it to the July race here in Atlanta. I'm so brokenhearted, man. That is one of the funnest times I have all year, man. I absolutely love Atlanta Motor Speedway. Think it's an amazing race. The staff there and everybody involved puts on an amazing show for the fans, man. So bummed I'm going to miss it. I got some buddies out there. Mr. Parker Eccles himself, Arbor Man Tree Service. He's going to fill in for me this time. He's got some friends coming up. They're going to have a really good time, man. So like I say, if you're over there in the queues, Old Flat Brother Corral, man, go stop by. Parker Arbor Man Tree Service, man. Make sure you give him a good high five, fist bump, whatever it is, man, and let him know. He's gonna let you know Atlanta man said what's up, man. But hey, at the end of the day, bummed I'm missing it. But unfortunately, my family's a little more important than making it the NASCAR race, man. So like I say, thank you guys for tuning in every week as we always do, man. Greatly appreciated. This isn't possible without the fans out there and without John and Adele Henderson. So big shout outs to them as well. But please go out, find us, like, share, follow all our social media, man. We got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got all kinds of stuff, man. On Facebook or on YouTube, man, go ahead, subscribe, like our channel, man. Follow us, man. The more followers, the more opportunities we had to make money for our fundraiser. And honestly, we talk about NASCAR and raising funds for charitable events, man. That's what it's all about. So like I say, find us, check us out, like, share, follow, man. Moving right in, Road of America recap, man. So as we all know, this season, NASCAR itself has thrown a lot more road courses and the most right-handed turns we're ever making in NASCAR history this year. It's amazing to me. I'm not the hugest fan of road courses by no means, and that's kind of ironic, being a Chase Elliott fan, man, and absolutely loving what the dude does and the road course magic he has. But not a big fan, man. I'm traditional, old school NASCAR. I like the intermediates, the mile-and-a-half short track, super speedways as well. But I tell you what they're doing there and what they're doing with the schedule is definitely making it a little more exciting for us fans out here. So big pop out for that. Big shout out to NASCAR, man. But back for another road course, Road of America, man. Like I said, held another great, exciting race there. As we know, Xfinity's race there, Trucks race there. A lot of guys had experience there, and a lot of guys didn't. So first time Cup cars being on that track, I think it put on a great show for the fans. A true road course, which I love. But we're going to see how this goes into the next year, if it gets rescheduled next year, if we do something a little different. Either way, not going to hurt my feelings if we don't. I'm excited if we do, but I still think there's some other tracks out there we should be at other than as many road courses. But, man, like I said, Chase Elliott, the Georgia boy himself, brings home that win. Yet another win for Hendrick Motorsports this year. Absolutely dominating. We've seen Kyle Larson go out and kill it. Alex Bowman has 3 wins. Byron's got a win. Elliott's got multiple wins. I'm telling you right now, absolutely amazing, man. The question I got to bring up right here is, in my eyes right now, is the way I'm seeing it, Chase Elliott is going to end up being the best road course racer ever in NASCAR history, man. Jeff Gordon's got the title right now. My man, the GOAT to me. Like I said, my new favorite guy is probably going to end up beating the record that he's got of wins on road courses, and Tony Stewart as well, but launching himself into some legendary names up there as far as transitioning NASCAR into the road racing element. And this guy is really good at what he did, man, and just absolutely dominated the final stage. Nobody had nothing for him, man. So big shout out there again to Chase Elliott, man. Tyler Reddick, hey, got to give him a big shout out, man. Won that stage 2 RCR car, man. There again, Hendrick Motor had a great day. Ended up actually finishing 8th inside the top 10, man. Great point day for him, which he needs because he's down towards those last 3 spots on the bubble watch for the playoffs. So it's definitely something that he needed. Was a good finish, top 8. Man, I tell you what, there again, those Hendrick Motors, they run like hell. You got a lot of talent behind the wheels of them, man. I'm telling you, there again, great run. Tyler Reddick, not bad for an RCR car at all, bro. Kyle Busch brings it home, 3rd this week. Yet another great run, man. Been saying it for weeks. This guy is absolutely heating up, man. The Candy Man himself is, so hot. I think the chocolate's melting, man. I mean, like I said, not a huge fan, but I think the guy's got a lot of momentum. And these consecutive really good runs that he's having, it's not only putting the confidence back in himself. I think it's also building the confidence into his race team, man. Ben Bashore, new crew chief with him. Pit crew members always there, but you build that, the camaraderie that you have as a team, and, you ride the waves of emotions, the highs and lows, and build from that, make you stronger, man. And I think this team's really coming together here as we get in, to crunch time before we hit the end of the regular season. So, like I say, keep an eye out for Kyle Busch. Another great run there, man. Hey, man, like I said, it's just a big thing that's going down, man. Killing it. Hendrick Motors to me is the best, man. So, when you see last week's race, you had Kyle Larson with the teammate, Alex Bowman getting into it right there towards the end of that race, man. That was a big deal. They both kind of blew it off, kind of shrugged it out. Is there going to be some drama? Is there going to be some payback? I mean, we never know. People can play it cool, get hot-tempered again. If they come together, things can happen, man. So, at the end of the day, teammates getting into it, that's something you never love to see. One is a fan of Hendrick or a Hendrick driver, but as a car owner for sure. So, Rick Hendrick probably had some words to say. But at the end of the day, those guys are racing, teammate or not, coming down to the nitty-gritty, getting ready to go to those checkers. It cost Larson from 5th to 16th, I'm pretty sure. And Bowman finished even worse than that. But at the end of the day, man, you got to make the move when the move comes available, and Bowman thought he had it, so he went for it, and it just wasn't quite there, man. So I hate to see that, but like I said, drama or payback, probably very doubtful, man. I doubt that at all. Do want to give a big shout out there again to Denny Hamlin and having another consistent run? Is he kind of falling back into form? We're just gonna have to wait and see, man. But we'll get more on that later, man. So getting into the point standings, as I said, man, regular season not changing too much. Couple little things: Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano running out the top 5, and Chase Elliott is sitting in 6, right outside of those regular point season standings. Now, the playoffs, where we get down to the nitty gritty and where championships are won, man. And I'm pretty sure last time I checked, Chase Elliott won championship last year. And I'm saying he's probably going to win it again this year. So you can write that down in your book, man. But at the end of the day, playoff picture, Kyle Larson in first, man. Surprise, surprise. I mean, the guy's been dominating. It doesn't matter if it's dirt. It doesn't matter if it's tricycle. It doesn't matter if it's NASCAR. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever the guy gets in, he wins a lot of. So no surprise there. Martin Truex still up there in second place. Kind of blew my mind when I saw that. Not been what we expected over the last summer months in some racetracks that he runs good at. But there again, in second. Kyle Busch in the M&Ms and that Joe Gibbs Racing 18. I tell you what, man, been making a lot of good consistent finishes over the last 8-9 races for the most part. Jumps himself right up there into third. Denny Hamlin's fourth in those regular season points, and my man Chase Elliott rounding out the top 5 into those playoff points, man. So I've said it numerous times. Do not be surprised. Not going to bet the house on it, but do not be surprised if you see a Hendrick Championship 4. All 4 Hendrick drivers are capable with what's on the schedule, where they go. If they can make that final 8, 4 of them, I think they got a very good shot at putting all 4 into that championship race there in Phoenix later on at the end of the season. So just something to keep an eye at. I'm throwing it out there. Something to keep an eye on, man. 6th place right there. William Byron right outside top 5 in those playoffs, man. Bubble watch. Austin Dillon right there on the bubble still in 16th. Chris Buescher and Ross Chastain outside looking in. Then you got Ricky Stenhouse. Chastain and Buescher are both very well within striking distance. Even Stenhouse with a couple bad runs by Austin Dillon. So I think the key for the number 3 car the next couple of weeks is have some good runs. Don't get too aggressive. Don't get too greedy. Just make sure you finish the race. Keep an eye on those guys that you're racing there on the bubble, which I'm sure they're doing. And, just bring it home in one piece, man. That's what it's all about. It just goes. I mean, a mistake by Austin Dillon could cost him a playoff shot. It just depends on when and where it happens and how it happens, man. So we got to keep an eye out. But hope you guys are enjoying the show, man. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. My rubbing and grubbing koozie, man. I'm going to get some sips of Bud Light. Been in them pretty heavy already this morning, man. Like I said, love my family. Glad I'm up here, man. So bummed I'm not in Atlanta. I wish I had an identical twin so I could be in 2 places at one time would both just be Brandon for the day. But I don't, so I'm up here in Illinois, man. Checkered flag for charity. As you guys know, if you tune in and you watch, man, my favorite part of the show. So what we do here on Rubbin' and Grubbin' basically is we take whatever the winning car number was and we donate that into our pot. The money that we donate in from different causes that we do, fundraisers, etc., all go to a local charity, help save one of our own. So this charity does amazing things, all stays local right there in the Savannah area, helping families in need, whether it be medical, whether it be all kinds of different issues. There again, like I say, Randy Palooza, Becca Spear, and Becca Bash, man, they were big donors to that for us. So this year we decided, hey, we're going to try to help save one of our own by helping them raise money to help somebody in our community, right? A lot of helps there. But, man, I tell you what a great charity. John and Adele Henderson there at Coach's Corner do such a great job also helping support not only local charities, but helping support the community, man. I am so blessed to be able to get on here and do this for you guys every week, talk a little NASCAR, usually do a little bit of grubbing. Not going to be doing that today, and also raise money and donations for great causes here locally, man. So there again, big shout out to John and Adele Henderson. But 9-car won last week. 9's never good enough. Like we always say, if it's anything under the 20, the 20's going in. Lawrence is going to be throwing that $20 in there for me, man. We're going to add that up. Don't remember the total from last week, but I know we're well over $3,000. So, and none of that is possible without you guys. So like I say all the time, doesn't matter. Nickels, pennies, dimes, 10, 20s, 150s, whatever it is you got, man, donate. Come out to Coach's, get some food, great cold drinks, man. If your bill's, 1901, man, throw 99 cents into the donation. Throw $1, throw $5, man. Let your waitress know. The staff there at Coach's, or if John or Adele are there, hunt them down. make a donation, man. That's what it's all about. Like I said, charitable cause, all stays local, man. Great things happen because of them. So, change somebody's life today, and also change your own, man. Make you feel good as well, man. So that's what it's all about. But moving right along, man, one of my favorite segments of the show, who's hot and who's not, man. So we all know who's hot right now, man. And although it wasn't a great finish there at the, Road to America, man, finished the 16th, Kyle Larson's still the man on the mountain, dude. That man's at the top of the mountain looking down on everybody. He's Zeus right now, man. He's killing it. Until somebody there again goes out and dominates a race and shows me something different, Kyle Larson every week. And now, not to mention, man, we're also going back to Hot Atlanta, best racetrack on the circuit to me. He's coming in. Mile and a half, 289 laps there, 285 laps there earlier in the year in March when we were there. Had that race wrapped up, maybe burned the tires up a little earlier, lost it there late to Ryan Blaney. But you best believe the 5 is coming, man. So that's always going to be number 1 on that hot list. Candyman Kyle Busch, as I said it earlier, man, so consistent over the last 7 or 8 races. Absolutely doing big things, man, killing it. Not only putting his team together, getting them prepared for what might be a historic playoff run for him. Always a contender if this guy gets momentum, and right now he's got momentum. If he can get that team on the same page, get them boys running clean, clicking clean, bringing good equipment into every single race, got a chance, man. So, like I said earlier, the Candyman's so hot, the chocolate's melting, bro. I'm telling you, man. He's also on that hot list. And redeeming himself for the first time ever, coming from the not list back onto the hot list, is Chase Elliott. I hope I never, ever have to put my boy back on the not list ever again, man. I hated doing it. It is something I despise. It is something you're probably never going to see here from Rubbin' and Grubbin'. At least Atlanta man Brandon Bain probably will never put Chase Elliott back on that list no matter how bad he runs. But he redeemed himself, comes into the road course, man, gets that win, absolutely dominated that final stage right there, man, showing everybody why you got to pay the cost to be the boss. The man is the truth on road courses, period. Nobody's messing with him, man. At the end of the day, at the end of his career, and as young as he is, this man's going to have double-digit road course wins. And if we keep as many as we have now, it wouldn't surprise me to say this man might have 20 road course wins, man, by the end of his career. So at the end of the day, got to keep an eye on that, man. But Chase Elliott right there trying to join Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart as the winningest and best NASCAR road course racers of all time. And that's what it's all about, man. So got to stay hungry, got to go out there and get some more wins. But I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Chase. Just want to see him be a little more consistent, man. So now we're going on to the who's not. And another guy, I had him on for a few weeks, kind of took him off, but it's kind of back on, in my opinion. Brad Keselowski, man, he's not showing any kind of race-winning form. That team's not competing as well as what you would expect to see. Now, are they gearing up for a playoff run, or are they gearing up for next year? Is Brad Keselowski gearing up for next year if he does indeed go to Roush Fenway? At the end of the day, we just got to see, is he looking ahead or is he looking behind, man? But he really needs to get it together and focus. 13th there at Road America, not great, not bad. Good run, maybe even worse than that, honestly. But at the end of the day, decent, but not what you expect out of the mad scientist Brad Keselowski, man. So he's got to get some things together, and he could be possibly not only if he doesn't go to Roush, he might be missing a playoff run if he doesn't get it together. Making the 16th one thing, making it 12 or 8. I honestly, the way he's been running, I don't see him making the 8. But we'll have to see what he does, man. Another key player has been on this almost all season long, probably won't make it off unless he starts getting some wins. And that's Kevin Harvick, man. Just not handling his business out there. Like I said, don't know if that relationship between him and Childers is growing cold. Needing something new, needing a refreshment. Don't know if it's Tony Stewart and SRX Racing and Tony not putting the money in. Don't know if it's just them looking forward to the next-gen car next year, man. I don't know what it is. But right now, Kevin Harvick is not running good. Bringing it home well outside the top 20, 27th this past week, man. And that's not going to cut it. When you go from being as dominating as you had in the last decade, last 5-6 years, and now you're finishing 27th, man, that ain't going to cut it, brother. So you got to get it together. Another big name, Martin Truex, man. We're used to putting these guys in the big 3, and we're putting them in the big notch right now. After 3 wins, nothing exciting. 9th this past week, I'm pretty sure. Just kind of gently cruise control. And there again, don't know if he's getting prepped up for the playoffs, or don't know if they're just struggling that bad right now. So there again, got to wait and see. But that's going to wrap it up for who's hot and who's not. Hey, man, if you guys are still out there watching, thank you guys so much. Love the support for everything. Like I said, like, share, follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Rubbin' and Grubbin'. No G's on that, man. We're straight from Georgia, out of the country, man. So come on, man. You got to go show some support. Tell your friends about it. Good little show, man. Talk a lot of stuff NASCAR, but at the end of the day, the more folks that we get this out to, the more people that we have willing and able to help us with our causes there at Coaches, raising money for local families and everything that John and Adele Henderson do. So, like I said, like, share, follow, man. Woo, man. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good race at Atlanta coming up. We ain't even there yet, man. We're getting ready to get there, but this is going to be a good race, man. And the news that came out about them reconfiguring and redoing that racetrack, I am stoked about it, man. I'm telling you 100% stoked about it, man. So we're going to see what we get after it next March. It's going to be brand new. It's going to be really fast, and it's going to be really steep, man. So I'm stoked. Oh, this is where I give out the big shout out to my main man, my main sponsor, Mr. Parker Eccles. Man, I tell you what, thank you, Parker, for everything you do, bud. I hope you guys have a great time up there in the spots in Atlanta this weekend. It's going to be hot, man, but hold it down. Cold beers. Hey, man, make sure if anybody comes by looking for Atlanta, man, you let them know I'm not there, but I'm there in spirit, man. And like I said, if you're at that race, Flat Brothers 123, 124, you can go catch my buddy Parker Eccles, man. But big shout out to Arbor Man Tree Service. Like I say all the time, no job too big, too small, no tree too tall. Give Parker a call. The man's going to come out and give you an estimate if you need some trees trimmed back. I know y'all got some weather issues going on there in Savannah. Last time that I checked, not quite sure. But, man, I tell you what, like I said, hopefully everybody's there safe. Don't know what's happening to us today, tomorrow. But like I said, man, if you can get it in before or if not after, if anything happens unfortunate, make sure you give Parker a call, man. He's going to come give you a great price on the work he's going to do. Like I said, stump grinding, any kind of trim back, anything that happens, man, make sure you give Parker a call. Love you, brother. Make sure you have a great time this weekend, man, and give it hell for me out there, man. Please do, man. Moving right along, now we're getting into it. Quaker State 400 there at Atlanta, man. A little shorter race than what Atlanta man's used to right there in March in that 500. But hey, man, at the end of the day, 400 is good enough for me. It's going to be an amazing race. It's going to be hot and slick, and tires are going to shred quick, man. So it is going to be very interesting to see who can go in, manage the racetrack, manage the changes, and also stay cool in the temper seat, man, and make sure everything goes good and bring home the checkers, man. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, track position, clean air, everything on top of tires. We know how much fresh tires mean in Atlanta. It is probably one of the most important things. Now, how you manage those tires through the race, the way you're driving that race car and the way it's handling is going to dictate how good your tires stay for how long. That is one thing I absolutely love about Atlanta. Hopefully the new configuration does not change that. It will on the tire wear for some years, but it don't take long in Georgia. Hot summers up there in Atlanta. Cold winters up there, that track is going to go back to a cheese grater eventually. And once it is on that new configuration, I'm just stoked, man. I'm loving it, man. 260 laps total. You got stage 1, 80 laps. Stage 2, 80 more laps. Stage 3, the run to the checker right there, 100 laps for a combined 260, man. I'm going to be watching it. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to be there to go. But at the end of the day, I am going to be watching that. I can promise you that, buddy. Top 5 for the week. We talked about it a little bit earlier. You already know Kyle Larson is going to come in number 1. The man dominated the race in the spring, had no idea how Ryan Blaney came from that far back to catch him. But that's how much tires mean and tire management mean. Maybe he just burned it up, or maybe he didn't realize how hard he was running them. But I expect him to correct that situation right here coming back to Atlanta, bringing that same race car. That car is going to freaking fly, man. So watch out. Kyle Larson's going to win this race. Number 2 for me, guy won last week, man. Home track hero right here, man. Chase Elliott still looking for that first win there at Atlanta Motor Speedway, man. I want to see Chase Elliott get that hometown win for us in Georgia and that Georgia boy, man, and bring it home, buddy. So, hey, brother, ride that momentum, ride that wave, go and get 2 back-to-back. Maybe you can go get 4 in a row, man. I'm pulling for you, bro. Go get it done. That's why you're number 2 on my list. 3, there again, Candyman himself. Doesn't always have the greatest history in Atlanta in the Cup Series, but at the end of the day, consistency pays off. The guy's running amazing this year, putting some really good runs together. That's why Kyle Busch comes in 3. 4, Denny Hamlin, as you heard me put him in there a little piece earlier, is he getting back in form to the consistency? Is he getting back to where he runs and handles good, going to perform consistent week in and week out? We're going to have to see. Atlanta right here is going to be the test for that team. Still looking for that first win of the year. I don't know if he's going to get it. Honestly, I don't know if Denny Hamlin wins the race this year, but at the end of the day, I got him on the list. I think he could go get it done if situation falls right, manage right, good equipment, puts it all together, could go get a win. 5 for me, man, it was so hard. There was another guy I wanted to put on this list, but as the way I see it, man, Ryan Blaney won this in the spring. How can I not take the winner that won it in the spring here again in the summer? The 12 car was on fire. Next best thing to Larson to me all day. Had the better car when it mattered right there coming down in the last few laps. But at the end of the day, Ryan Blaney, not hot as of late, not streaking or anything, but Atlanta somewhere he already got it done. Can easy go back, do the repeat, and sweep it for the year. So Ryan Blaney finishes out the top 5. Dark horse, man, there's a lot of guys you look at. Ross Chastain's been running really good. Bubba Wallace has had some really good runs. But I think this guy right here, I think Atlanta, the experience that he has there, I think Chris Buescher in the 17 car, that's going to be my dark horse this week. Maybe not too far back, too deep, but look out for that man to have a really, really good run there at Atlanta. I think Roush Fenway might be trying to figure some stuff out, getting set up, but look out for the 17, man. Hey, there again, big shout out to PJ Zuko over at ESPN Coastal, man, 104.3, green, white, checkered every Sunday morning. PJ and myself, man, getting you prepped up for that race day. Absolutely love it. So if you're up Saturday or Sunday morning, having that cup of coffee, man, ready to catch some new NASCAR news that broke between rubbing and grubbing and then, or just hear me and PJ talk about how we feel about certain things that went down in the week, make sure you tuned in, man. We're getting you hyped for that race, giving you some different elements to look at, things to watch out for, and also picks. So, man, like I said, big appreciation out there to ESPN Coastal, PJ Zuko, green, white, checkered every Sunday, 9 to 9:30. If you see it, keep tuning in, man. I appreciate the love. If you've never seen it, tune in. Going to appreciate that love as well, man. So, as we know, this is where we usually get onto the grubbing part. I'm not there, have no idea what they're going to be grubbing on tonight, but I know whatever it is going to be delicious when it comes out of Coach's, man. I tell you, like I say all the time, great food, good friends, good times, man. Coach's Corner right there, Thunderbolt, Georgia, the center of the universe, man. Absolutely love it. Want to give a big shout out to the coach, Carl DeMasi, man. Love the man to death. Coach, love you, brother. I hope everything's going good for you out there, man. Like I said, who's on first base? Coach and Kyle Lawson breaking it down every week in baseball, whether it be about those bananas, whether it be about the Braves, whether it be about just general baseball news, man. If there's something you want to know about, definitely Coach Carl DeMasi and Kyle Lawson definitely going to keep you up to point on that. Do a great job. Hot Grits podcast out there, man. My man Travis came by last week. Thank you, brother, for that. Love the support, man. Definitely going to get together and we're going to talk about some more things. I think I'm going to get on Hot Grits here for a few weeks, and we're going to do a little prop betting with some NASCAR stuff, kind of get it figured out, get the dynamics of it figured out with Travis and Spencer. But definitely going to be a good time. Love you guys, man. Thank you guys for showing up because I had the milk cartons ready, man. I didn't want to have to put your missing picture on there, man, but I had them ready, brother. But thank you for the support, man. Hey, and like I say, 19th hole, the Herb brothers, both those guys are crazy. I know Sean Herb's probably eating M&M somewhere right now around there, man. Loving Kyle Busch. I mean, I think pretty much since he came on the show, I've seen him 3 times, I think, in a Kyle Busch T-shirt. So I got to get him a new Kyle Busch shirt. But love the man to death, man. That's my bud. Man, do a great job with 19th hole there at the Masters. Hopefully they started getting some things a couple times a year together as well. But all that made possible, John and Adele Henderson, right there at Coach's Corner, the center of the universe, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Coach's Sport Network, Rubbing and Grubbing, every Wednesday, 6 o'clock, man. Make sure you tune in next week. See if anything I said made any kind of difference in what's going down in the race. Everybody going up there to Atlanta, man, I hope it is an amazing race. Any AMS people that are watching this or hear anything about this, man, Atlanta, man, is going to miss it. I hate it. Love y'all and everything y'all do. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm about to get back to this pool. I'm about to get back to my family, man. Hopefully you guys are having a great day with your family. Thank you guys for tuning in. Till next week. Love you guys, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Love y'all.